Johari Window, a model for self-awareness and relationship building. The Johari Window model was developed by Joseph Luft and Harry Ingram in the mid-1950s. It is a useful tool for self-understanding, awareness, and personal growth. You can also use this model to discover your strengths, blind spots, and areas you want to explore and develop. The Johari Window helps us learn who we are with the help of other people's perceptions and feedback. The more self-aware we are about our own behavior, knowledge, skill, and general attitude, the easier we build relationships, the happier we generally are, and the better we can perform in a way that is most relevant to us. So in short, what is the Johari Window then? The Johari Window is a simple model that helps explain how other people know you and how you know yourself. Let's spend some time getting to grips with how the model works. The open area represents things that you know about yourself and the things that others know about you. This includes your behavior, knowledge, skills, attitudes, and public history. The blind area represents things about you that you aren't aware of, but that are known by others. This can include simple information that you do not know, or it can involve deep issues, for example, feelings of inadequacy, incompetence, unworthiness, or rejection, which are often difficult for us to deal with or face directly, but yet it can be seen by others. The hidden area represents things that you know about yourself, but that others don't know, for example, past bad experiences or unwanted personality traits. The unknown area represents things that are unknown by you and unknown by others. Let's explore the objective of the model. The ultimate goal of the Johari Window is to enlarge the open area without disclosing information that is too personal. In other words, we should not over-disclose. The open area is the most important quadrant, as generally, the more we know about each other, the more productive, cooperative, and effective we are when working together. How do we enlarge the open area? There are two ways we can enlarge the open area. They are self-disclosure and feedback. Let's first look at self-disclosure. The process of enlarging the open area quadrant is called self-disclosure, and it's a give and take process that takes place between yourself and the people that you are interacting with. As you share information, your open area expands vertically and your hidden area gets smaller. Now let's look at feedback. As people on your team provide feedback to you about what they know or see about you, your open area expands horizontally and your blind area gets smaller. Done well, the process of give and take, sharing and open communication builds trust within the group. Look carefully at the model. Can you see how the blind spot has become smaller? To summarize, self-disclosure reduces the hidden area. Feedback reduces the blind area. Together, they reduce the unknown area. We must ask how our personalities match, complement, or conflict with those of other people. Learning and self-reflection help us think about this, but the overarching question remains, who am I? In order to understand who you are better, you can ask for feedback. Before we move on to feedback, let me tell you about the story of the tail. If someone says you have a tail, you will think that that person is crazy. If two people say you have a tail, you will think that it's either a coincidence or you may think it is a conspiracy. If 3, 4, or 5 people tell you you have a tail, you turn around and look. It may not mean that you really have a tail. It may just be that these individuals have a reason for thinking the way they do, and you need to explore that reason. In other words, you need to ask for feedback. Giving and receiving feedback is not easy. Here are some pointers you may want to keep in mind the next time you either give or receive feedback. Feedback must be constructive to be of any value. The purpose is to help, not to hurt people. Feedback should be specific and focused on behavior that can be changed. Feedback should be limited to the amount of feedback that is useful to the recipient. Feedback should be clarified to avoid misunderstanding. Focus on what is good and constructive that will build and enhance and give the recipient something to work with. So why is the Johari Window model useful? The model builds self-awareness through both disclosure and feedback. It leads to greater understanding of yourself and others. It helps us understand our relationships and relationship dynamics better. It is also a useful tool in group dynamics, team development, and intergroup development.